Hi everybody, how are you? This is Kathy and I am here to share you on what I have left of my How to Kill a Kit with Style for September. And I'm just going to step right in, and I have 3 sheets of this paper left. And these are all of my scraps from all of the 12 by 12 and my How to Kill It, well, my Secret Not Secret Kit Club. I have papers left over, which I used just about all of my kit from Christina. So these are the papers, and I will be going through these and keeping some and then pitching some. So that's the paper I have left. I did cut half of this little cut file that I got from Christina, and I want to use the rest on a layout, so I'm going to be keeping that. And I didn't have a chance to use any of these. I used quite a bit of these tags, so I have 3 left, so I will put that in my Pink Fresh drawer. And I didn't get a chance to use this. I used quite a bit of the chipboard from Escape the Ordinary. And I did end up using Happy and Together on this. I used a lot of the little stick word phrases on here. And I did use quite a bit of these, but I do have some that didn't work out for my layouts. I used a lot of these stars. Well, not a lot, a few. I got this 12 by 12 or 6 by 12 sticker sheet from Cocoa Vanilla from Christina, and I used all of these stickers, so that is going in the trash. I used the Pink Fresh Escape the Ordinary. I had all the paper, and I used all the paper, and I used quite a bit of these puffy stickers. And I did throw this alphabet in, and I used it. Okay, and here's a little baggie of some leftover. I did cut this out of a paper from Christina, and here's some scraps. These are the bottom of that 6 by 12 sheet, and I saved this. I used a lot of these stars. I do still have a tag in here, and I still have some of the chipboard that goes with the boys' rule. And I do still have these buttons, which I'm going to put them in my boy embellishment drawer. I have the hello left. I cut, these used to have stickers on them, and I cut around them so that I can use this frame. So I will be recycling them. And this is all I have left of the trim. So I did pretty good on that. Okay, now I will show you my layouts. Okay, here's one that I did with my kit that I posted on the Secret Not Secret Challenge. And I did paper weaving, and I used a tag. And here's the tag and the butterfly, and then I used the Happy Together. And then I put some strips down here and used some puffy stickers. And there's some puffy sticker. And this is me and Luke. And here's one for another challenge on Secret Not Secret Kit Club. It was a 15-minute challenge where you cut out your title. And I just kind of threw everything else on there. And this is Braxton riding his bike. He just learned. And here's another tag. And here's some of the boys' rule. and that, and then the stars. So I love how this one turned out. The paper went really good together. Okay, and here's one. I fussy cut the awesome out of the boys' rule paper. I used my stencil, and I used the Vicki Boutin's glaze. And I just kind of offset all these patterns of paper. And this is Luke, 3-month picture, and I used the tag and these labels and just tucked them. So here's this one. This one is the Escape the Ordinary by Pinkfresh. I used the paper line, and then I brought in the chipboard from the Boys Rule, and then I used some of the embellishments that go with the Escape the Ordinary, and then I got some frames out. So here's that one. Sorry about the glare. Okay, and this one, I already had the background done, and I never used it, so I grabbed it and cut some paper, and I did use the Pinkfresh paper line and the chipboard, and then I used some puffy stickers and some of the leaves, and I love how the colors of green and the orangish yellow really made the photo pop. Okay. This one I love. This was some old paper from Studio Calico, and I used one of my brick wall stencils, and I used some of the silver glaze from Vicki Boutin that Christina put in my kit. And I fussy cut, it's a boy thing. And then I used some little phrases. And then I broke apart this frame. And I just loved, I think this one is one of my favorites. Okay, and this one is where I cut some of the little cut file out, and I backed it with the Escape the Ordinary from Pinkfresh, and then I used a doily, and I put this little acetate piece around Lane, and I did some journaling, and then I used some of the triangles, and then I purposely cut this piece so it kind of looked like a triangle, and then I put one up here. So there's that one. Okay, here's one that I put some gesso. I just kind of painted it across, and then I cut some squares, and I used a doily, and then I tucked a tag so that the photo tucked under it. And here's another tag that I used, and then I used some labels, and I just kind of put a little bit of cluster up here, and it went all the way up to the top. So here's this one. Okay, this one, I used my Pinkfresh, and what I did was I had some of the texture paste that was this color. I put my card, I put it on the plastic sheet, and I put my card in it, and then I just kind of made some lines with it, so it's kind of texture. So then I took some of the ephemera from my Secret Not Secret Kit Club right there, and I made a little title, I See You Because Luke is Pointing to Sissy. And then there's one of those tags, and I used some thread. I really love how the thread turned out. I've been trying to use it, and then I take it off my layout, but I really love how the gold shines and brings out the butterfly. So here's this one. Okay, and then here's one. Again, I cut out the title, and I had some frames, partial frames that I just tucked, and I used some chipboard stars, and this blue paper is a really old sheet that I just threw in my kit, and there I used those foam stickers. And I love how this one turned out. So here's this one. Whoops. Okay. And this one is my last one. This is Braxton. They bought a house in March and they redone it, and he helped us paint his room. So I used the trim, and all of this, most of this is from the Cocoa Vanilla Boys Rule. And I did get out a stamp. I will always believe in you. And then I used the stars, and I used a tag, and I really love how this one turned out too. So here is this one. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. Thank you all for coming and watching this video, and if you would please hit subscribe if you're new, and hit the little bell, and please hit like if you enjoy my videos. Thank you all for watching. Bye-bye.